Welcome to Ghoulish Gab, always spooky, always under 7 minutes. We're going to have an impromptu conversation about murder weapons today.
This subject was suggested by my husband, and it's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you, the thing about horror movies is that anything can be used as a murder weapon, just literally.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen household items, just any random thing in any situation has been used as a murder weapon.
So I think for my first one,
and this is what your favorites?
I'm not going with favorites. Okay. Just I'm going to go with like a discussion on the benefits and the detractors.
Okay.
So going with the Stephen King movie. Wow, why am I spacing on the name of it?
Because he has 7,000.
Because he has 7,000. But this is the one he directed while he was super high on cocaine and doesn't even remember doing it. And Emilio Estevez is in it, and there's the semi-truck with the big thing.
That one.
Anyway, I'm going to remember it in 6 minutes when we're done recording, and that's going to be a problem for me. But at one point, somebody gets attacked by a bread cutter, an electric bread cutter. And I always thought that was terrifying, to a level of when I saw an electric bread cutter, I thought it was scary. And I think that fear is what I would want to instill in the hearts of others. The disadvantage being you need to be near an outlet.
Yeah, it's maximum overdrive. I can't.
There we go. Thank you.
I can't keep it from you any longer.
Thank you.
It was funny to me for a second, but I always do that too, where I space out things. Like, what? Yeah, the bread cutter. See, those ones don't. That's the type of thing. Like,
it's
not, but it's not going to really actually cut anything. Not in the movies. I don't care about realistic shit, but like, you're not gonna get through half an inch of flesh if you're lucky before that thing just craps out and binds up on you. And then, yeah, like you said, being plugged into the wall.
Well, the Sears warranty is still valid. Oh wait, Sears is gone now. Sorry. All right, fine. Give me a better weapon.
Well,
aside from all of them, apparently.
All of it. But I also do like the use of household appliances like that, though. Kitchen appliances, especially like in Gremlins or things where you see like blenders and microwaves, because also like those aren't gonna actually work. Now, if I stick my hand in my blender, it's gonna fucking hurt. It's gonna mess me up a bit, but it's not gonna take my whole arm into it.
But then there's garbage disposal.
That'll get you.
Yeah,
you're gonna lose your fingers if you get your whole hand in there.
I know we started with ridiculous, but if we're being honest, if I'm going to go with like a full-out slasher, like if we're going like classic slasher weapons, I'd have to go with a machete.
I mean, that's the way to go. It's just a long blade. It's not a sword, so it's not ridiculously long. And if you sharpen up a good machete, you're gonna. I mean, you can stab, you can slice. You got a good swing. Yeah, that's good. And you're going to put fear into people too. Now, if you're going close range, switchblade, if somebody maybe doesn't know that you have a weapon, that's a good one to just get in. I feel like this video is going to implement us into something at some point. Or like people are going to be like, I'm going to save this just in case.
Just in case.
When those guys get arrested, I can forward this over to the police or whatever.
These are hypotheticals only. Neither of us are horror movie villains. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, just checking.
Yeah.
Well, fine. If we're going to want to steer away from logical, like realistic things that could be a problem if somebody gets a hold of this video in a few years, let's go with the magic element. I think that the use of hex bags is pretty cool. Like if we're doing this in a world where magic exists, hex bag, you just fill it with like usually a couple bones, some herbs, like crystal. And you hide it somewhere in someone's house, and the next thing you know, boom, they eat a cupcake, they're coughing up blood.
Yeah, that stuff's always cool. Magical items, supernatural items. I mean, I think in a movie, it just really comes down to the execution of the kill. The weapon is almost secondary a lot of the times, now that I really think about it.
I suppose.
Just as to the visual execution and how fun it was or how terrifying it was to watch. This is one of those conversations that's not going anywhere. There's no point to it. We're just like musing on this stuff
live.
I mean,
by that thought process, then, I mean, because I always think of the weapons being scary, but really it's the character. Like is Freddy's glove what's scary, or is Freddy scary? Is Jason's machete scary, or is it Jason?
See, but if you came at me with a machete, I'm definitely going to be scared. That glove thing just seems really clumsy, unless somebody like the knife finger glove.
I mean, we've seen a few people that have them for costumes. It's not like an easy thing to maneuver.
No, I mean you could definitely get up close and slash someone, but I would take my chances against someone with a machete. Or I mean that over somebody with a machete as far as getting hurt.
But then you got the sound element too, because the claws give you that shink shink kind of sound, and then you also get the sound like if you decide to walk down a hallway, like instilling. Like how much is just fear because you're scaring the shit out of somebody? Scare them into a heart attack. Boom, murder.
What about the use of like chemicals as murder weapons? That's always kind of fascinating too.
It is fascinating. I feel like chemicals are often used for like a later cleanup. It definitely causes pain. A lot of them cause pain, but do they cause straight up murder?
Remember in Jason X when he dips the guy's head in the liquid nitrogen?
Oh yeah,
that's an extreme example, but there's definitely a lot of good uses. So I mean, you have your physical, your magical or supernatural, your chemical, animals.
Oh yes,
you could
bears.
Like when people, not just an animal, but when somebody trains or uses an animal to kill.
I'm gonna train my cat.
Oh,
Fizzgig's already a bitch, so.
Okay, well, we're about out of time. This conversation, I don't know. Tell us about whatever you want to tell us about. We were just talking about.
Or just say hi.
Weapons,
fuck it.
Murder things. Just what we usually sit around talking about. Okay, bye.